Alrighty then. We are live. Yes. Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm gonna take my phone off the Wi-Fi. Drive your phone on the Wi-Fi too. Because for whatever reason the connection is a little wonky. All right. So I'm gonna put a message on my Instagram to let everybody know that we going live over here. And hopefully everybody comes. Hello, Joey. Hello. Hello, Trayvon. Hi. We're going to give everybody just a few minutes, a few seconds to come in here. Hello, Sasha. Hello. And then we're going to talk because we got a lot of stuff to cover and a little bit of time to do it in. Okay? So I hope everybody had a good day today. All right. I don't know what's going on with this Instagram, but it's tripping. All right. So let's just get it started. It's 7 of y'all over here, so we just gonna go into it. So did y'all watch Monday Night Raw today? Did you enjoy Monday Night Raw today? Y'all can comment in the comments below and let me know. If you enjoyed Raw, then let's talk about it. Because Raw it was Raw. Like, I mean, that's pretty much the only way to explain it. It didn't hit. But it was better than it normally was. I can say that. It wasn't seriously boring, but it was okay. It was something to watch. You know. Hello, Jamarius. Raw was decent today. Yeah, it was okay. It was just okay. Hi, Jay. Yes, it was okay. It was all right. That's pretty much the consensus, is that it was okay. It was an okay way to go into Elimination Chamber. I will give them that. It was all right. Okay. So there was nothing really to talk about with Monday Night Raw, but let's just give you the semantics. Let's just run it down and just be done with it. The show basically did a couple things. Number one, it continued Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss's mind games with each other and keeps alluding to the fact that Bray Wyatt will return at some point. One would only assume that he's gonna return between now and WrestleMania, leading to some type of cinematic match at WrestleMania for Randy Orton, which I'm not mad about because they do pretty well in cinematic matches. And with Randy and his craziness and Bray Wyatt and his craziness, one would only assume that that would be a decent standout match for Raw. So I'm okay with that. Moving on, you also saw Lana and Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler, and Naomi have another match where Lana was going up against Shayna. She ended up losing that match, but it was an okay match. Lana really showed that she can perform when necessary in a match. Lacey Evans, God. Let's talk about Lacey Evans, okay? Lacey came out today, and this was the strange part where it really messed me up, okay? Because she came out normal, was talking a hell of a lot of shit, had Peyton Royce with her, egging on, and stoking Charlotte's anger about her, running around with her father, and it's just so much going on, and it was like, okay, whatever. Then, as the match progresses, you see Lacey doesn't want to enter the match. So you assume that she's just placating and playing up the fact that Charlotte is overly aggressive. She doesn't want to, interact with her and whatnot, right? But it gets to the end of the match, and Lacey goes, "I'm pregnant." Right when she gets tagged in by Peyton, she comes off the ramp, and the ref holds back Charlotte, and she tells everybody, including Charlotte, that she's pregnant. And then she steps away. Now, here's why I say this don't make no sense to me. When you came out to do this match, your goal was to tell everybody, including Asuka, that come Sunday, you was going to take the title from her. Now, if you are really pregnant, Lacey Evans, congratulations to you, baby. But my question is this. Why the fuck didn't you just say that when you brought your ass out there? You could have just left Peyton out there to wrestle, and they could have found somebody for her to wrestle with. I don't understand. Like, it doesn't really work for me storyline wise. Even if you leaving it in the storyline, like, it don't work in terms of how you gonna play this out Sunday if she really is pregnant. Who gonna replace her? Because you could have just not put her in a title match to fucking begin with. Like, this is straight up some fucking Maria shit, and I don't like it. Like, I just don't like it. Like, you could have ended this shit from the beginning. Like, I know you probably didn't know you was pregnant last week, but I don't believe that shit either. I just don't. I don't believe it. For person saying Lacie is really pregnant, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not either. I keep seeing that the woman really pregnant, and if she is, congratulations to her. I'm not shading her for being pregnant. What I am saying is, like, y'all could have fixed this, and we could have had something decent going on in terms of a rivalry, and y'all got her running around here pregnant. Then Rick made it worse by talking about, woo, Daddy Rick. I'm like, Daddy Rick, wait a minute, bitch. You said you wasn't fucking with her. Like, what? Am I crazy? I said, oh no, baby. No, baby. We don't have to fix this. This ain't right. So apparently Lacey Evans is with child. Okay. Good for her, I guess. Uh I mean, if that's what you want to do, I ain't gonna tell you different. I can't tell you different because you're already pregnant, so I can't tell you different, baby. But live your best life, I guess. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to let everybody know we on YouTube. I don't know what the hell going on, but it's a mess, and I'm just like, child, boom. Like, I didn't know what to say to that. Many people reaction was exactly what Charlotte's reaction was, just like, what the fuck? Like, and then I saw somebody online trying to compare it to Becky, and I'm like, no, that ain't even close of a comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even close. Hold on a second. All right. So let me see what some of y'all said in the comments. All right. Stupid ass computer. He too old to be having children. He need to go ahead and go to Shady Pines. Well, he ain't having no children, so it's her husband's baby. If she's pregnant in real life, it belongs to her husband for sure. She better take that 24/7 title the same way Maria did. I'd rather she did. Real talk. I'd rather that she did it. So I mean, that was pretty much all that happened with Raw. It really wasn't a lot to write home about. It was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was okay. So let's go into NXT, since Wednesday NXT is coming on. Oh, I need to talk to you about this. So the Elimination Chamber match has had a change. Okay. So the Miz decided to abdicate his spot in the chamber, and he ultimately lost it to Kofi. He abdicated it, was trying to give it to Morrison, and they ended up having to have a match, and Kofi ended up qualifying to go into the chamber. Now, here's where this is a little bit just messed up. Every single person outside of Drew McIntyre that's in this match was selected. They did not have to qualify. The only person who had to qualify was Kofi, which in my mind is some bullshit, okay? Miz didn't have to qualify, and yet he ended up having to wrestle for Morrison's spot. Which, in hindsight, it looks like, okay, yes, that was a good idea, but everybody didn't qualify for the chamber. So I was just like, how come Kofi had to end up qualifying and Pierce couldn't just put Kofi in the match? And then what you could have done is flipped it. Let Miz go and antagonize Kofi, and Kofi will say, fine, I'll put my title up. I'll put my shot up against you, and then we'll see who wins. Then I would have accepted it better. But Pierce made them compete for the slot. And I just thought that was really odd because none of these people in here competed for this slot. None of them. Outside of Drew. Okay. Raw was so boring to me. I'm so over Raw. It was better than what we've been getting for the last couple of weeks. I can tell you that. After WrestleMania, they need to do a whole reset for Raw because this ain't it at this point. I don't think Money in the Bank probably will be your reset. By then, everything will start to change. I don't think Drew McIntyre is going to be champion by Money in the Bank. I think by Money in the Bank, he's not going to have that title anymore. Which I love Drew, so that's unfortunate for me. So yeah, this match has been changed. Kofi earned his slot. They did have a gauntlet match tonight, which was pretty good, actually. But ultimately, Sheamus ended up stealing the win for the gauntlet match. I don't think that Drew's gonna drop this title at Elimination Chamber. More than likely, he will drop it, like I said, after WrestleMania. But moving back to NXT, because NXT was actually fun this weekend and it was something to watch. If you did not watch Vengeance this past Monday, you really, really missed out. It was a very, very good show. And we're just going to start with the first match of the night, which I believe was Raquel and Shasie's match with Dakota and Ember. These two sets of women had a match for the first ever Dusty Classic, and Raquel and Dakota Kai ended up winning this particular match. Now, it was a good match. I thought that everybody fought really hard. I really liked it. But ultimately, Ember and Shasie could not best Raquel because I'm going to be honest, Dakota wasn't much of a threat in this match. She was able to stay afloat, but she wasn't much of a threat. She really was the one that they targeted and was taken out. And if they had have been able to keep Raquel down just a little bit longer, Dakota would have lost that match for them because there was no way she was gonna last with all that trauma that they was putting her through. So it was a very, very good match. I loved it. I'm upset that Shotzi keeps having to take the pin and lose all the time, but I'm hoping that eventually they'll push through and be able to give her some W's too. All right, so let's go to the next one, which it wasn't this one, but this is the next one of my favorite matches of the night. This was the Dusty Rhodes Classic for the men, and you had MSK versus the Grizzled Young Veterans. Now, this was the Grizzled Young Veterans' second time going to the finals for this particular classic, and they lost to MSK fair and square. MSK really came in there with the heat, did everything they could to best the Grizzled Young Veterans, and they did. They beat them fair and square. It was a very good match between MSK and Grizzled Young Veterans. If you haven't watched it, you need to go back and watch it. I'm telling you. I unfortunately turned off the TV after Finn won and missed the Adam Cole heel turn. I haven't even gotten there yet. Like, I haven't even gotten there yet. I know Ember back is hurting like hell. It should be after everything she put her back through. It's a mess. Anywho's, so another match that happened that night that was good was Cargano versus Cushida. That actually was a very good match. I liked the match. I was kind of upset that Cushida didn't win, but I know for a fact Hey Kenny, I know for a fact that Gargano's probably gonna drop that title very soon, and I know who he's gonna drop it to. I'm 100% sure that he's gonna drop it to Dexter Lumis. I I bet money on that. Like I'm just telling you, he's gonna drop that to Dexter Lumis. That night, Austin Theory was kidnapped by Dexter, so that was just the beginning of the psychological warfare, as they like to put it, that Dexter Lumis is going to put in on on the way. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out, which will be interesting. The next match of the night was the triple threat with Io Shirai, Toni Storm, and Mercedes Martinez. And as I said would happen, Io Shirai retained, and Mercedes and Toni both lost. It was not an easy retain for Io Shirai. She had to work for this one, and Toni and Mercedes did not give her an easy ride. But ultimately, your good sis Io Shirai won. Another banger of a match. It was very, very good. I had no issues with this match at all. I loved it. I liked Mercedes' intensity. I liked Toni's. I love Io Shirai being in there as the anomaly. She really pulled. They just pulled out a great match. There was nothing bad to say about it. Loomis pulled a hitman pretty much, Kitty. Hi, Morovich. How are you? All right. So the final match of the night was Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor. This was a brutal physical match. Storm put John Cena through a table. You can't see it through the table. Oh my goodness. The interesting thing with that is I'm assuming the tables are rigged so that they break easily when they put someone through a table. The table broke before Tony could even before Tony could even get Mercedes to be put through it. So that was crazy. If you wasn't paying attention, you wouldn't have known. I think an apple seed went down my shirt. I can't. Then this whole said she found it. Jesus. Hello, Kayla. How are you? Goodness me. Anyway, this match was good. Again, another hard hitting match, fun to watch. It was excellent. But here in this match, what really made this match go like really, what really made the end of this so great was what happened when after Finn got beat up from Birch and Oni, and they ran with Dunn. The Undisputed Era came out there to help, and it looked like Kyle O'Reilly and and Finn Balor took a super kick to the face. So it was an interesting day. Let's put it that way. Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor both got super kicked by Adam Cole. Adam Cole, it looks as though, it appears as though Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era are over. Now, Fish wasn't there. Nobody knows where Fish was, and at this point, it really doesn't matter. But Adam Cole took out O'Reilly and Finn Balor after they made the gesture that Balor was going to be a part of Undisputed Era. Cole wasn't having it. So he took both of them niggas out. And Roderick Strong was just standing there like he had no clue what was going on. He was very, very confused. And most people are now. Most people are hanging on by a thread trying to anticipate what is happening. And of course, you know, Pat McAfee is sitting in his little cuppy hole doing his fucking live streams and doing his podcast, bitching about how right he was. The reality is, Pat, when you got your ass kicked at War Games, you left and went to go rest for a while because you couldn't hang. So you need to shut your little no lip having ass up and mind your business. Okay, because that's not the business that pays you. Okay, that podcast is what pays you, boo boo. All right. Okay, Yasmin. All right then, boo. They said Lacie is actually pregnant and they had to change the storyline really quickly. Simplest way to change the storyline would be to pull Lacie completely and tell everybody she's pregnant. Why go through this? This is stupid. That didn't make any sense. After Adam's feud with Undisputed Era, do you think he will get caught up to the main roster by himself? I don't mean to jump to conclusions. I'd imagine that Adam's probably gonna have a match with Kyle O'Reilly on NXT at some point. He probably will lose that match, and then Adam will come up. The way I would do it is I would bring Roderick with Adam Cole. I wouldn't leave Roderick down in NXT by himself. There's nothing for Roderick to do in NXT. There's nowhere for him to go in terms of advancing. He's already been North American champion. He could compete to be the NXT champion, but there's at least 2 or 3 people in line that are ahead of him that are going to be champion. Carrion is going to be champion again. Okay, so I don't see how that wouldn't work out. Like Thatcher is gonna be champion at some point. There's no reason to put the title on Roderick Strong in any way, shape, or form. So bring him up to the main roster. Monday Night Raw could use him. You could put Cole and Roderick Strong on SmackDown. They would be utilized beautifully on SmackDown, but Raw needs them too. Like they can go to either show. I can't wait to see Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins, and then I'll be a happy camper. Pretty much. Like, that's going to be a banger of a match, but I wouldn't mind seeing um, Daniel Bryan and versus Adam Cole part 2. I wouldn't mind seeing that because, like I said, that's one of my favorite matches. Hands down, one of my favorite matches. Hello, Quan. How are you? All right. So that is what happened at Vengeance. These are the results. If you did not watch it, it doesn't matter if you see the results, you know the results. Go watch it. It's still a solid match, still a solid show. It was great from start to finish. The ending, of course, was the one of the best parts. They gave you a nice cliffhanger, but in the end, it was a great show. It was something to watch. It was amazing. It was such a good show. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tirza, Raquel, and Nia Jax. I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Cole versus Roman Reigns. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. I think that would be great. But who knows what they're going to do. You know how WWE is. They do what they want to do. Now, since we all know that Lacey Evans really is pregnant by her husband, at least that's what they're telling us. So congratulations to Lacey. Who do you think they're going to replace her with in this match? Because Asuka needs an opponent, and Asuka is set to compete at the Elimination Chamber. So who are they going to put in this match? Let me see y'all comments. You could do a lot with Adam. It just needs to be the right material. That's very true. Actually, I don't see anything wrong with that. And see, I'm very protective when it comes to certain superstars. So I don't want to see my guys like Drew. I don't, and I like Sheamus too, and he's a heel, but I don't want to see guys like Drew or Sheamus, Keith. I don't want to see guys like who else? I'm gonna get y'all comments in here in a second. I don't want to see guys like Big E, um Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, um God, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, um Seth Rollins, guys like that. I want them to be utilized properly and placed in feuds that can make them look better and look good and sound good. I don't want them to just be thrown into something by happenstance. So if Adam does come up, I truly hope that he is utilized properly because he desperately needs to be, just for his sake, and not specifically because he can't perform anything or do anything, but I don't want him to be ruined. And that's like something that I fear because they almost ruined Finn Balor when they brought him up. Almost. Okay, Peyton or Charlotte. I will never say Peyton. I'm sorry. I will never say Peyton. I'll never say that. Charlotte, Peyton. It's raining. I mean, it's snowing even more. It's like a storm. It's a complete fucking whiteout. This is some bullshit here. That is all right, Lord. Whatever you want to do. Anyway, let me get to some of y'all comments here. It says, if they have Drew lose this title to fucking Sheamus, I'm gonna flip shit. And Kofi should have been in the EC from the beginning. I 100% agree. If Drew drops the title to Sheamus, I won't be mad. and I love Drew. Y'all know this. I love Drew. But I won't be angry if he drops the title to Sheamus because I like Sheamus. And I think Sheamus is deserving. Sheamus haven't had a title in years. It's been years since Sheamus had a title. I don't think he's gonna drop the title to Sheamus at Elimination Chamber. I believe that after Elimination Chamber is over, they're going to keep their feud going into Fastlane, and then they're probably going to end up moving it into WrestleMania. They've been putting in feuds that way for the last couple of months. For the last year, they've been having longer feuds, and it's been working out in their favor. I think they should continue the feud with him and Sheamus through to WrestleMania. Let let Edge pick Roman and let it be that, and then you can have something else going on. Mandy, I wouldn't pick Mandy. They can use Charlotte, but if Charlotte doesn't want to be in the main title picture, they can hold a tournament. I mean, yeah, they could. I mean, Dana, Mandy. I only say Peyton because that's basically Lacey's partner. I don't care that she Lacey's partner. I wouldn't put her in that match. I'm in Louisiana and it's snowing. It's snowing in Louisiana.
It snowed in Texas too.
It snowed in Texas?
Texas got hit with snowstorm too.
This is, they say climate change ain't real. They say the government mislead you. Do. Like what they say. Anyway, dang, we don't get snow till Thursday. Stay warm and make the men shovel. Oh, God. Shayna. I mean, if Shayna want to pull double duty, sure, but I can't see her winning it. Bailey not even on this brand, baby. Bailey's on the blue brand, hun. Drew is going to have to lose at some point, so might as well get ready. Nobody said that Drew had to keep the title forever, but I don't think he's going to lose at Elimination Chamber. I think he will probably lose at WrestleMania, or he will lose after WrestleMania. He said, bless you, Jared. If Charlotte doesn't want to be in the title contingency, if they go for a surprise factor, it may be Rhea Ripley. That's a big ass surprise. And a lot of people will probably be pissed about that, but I don't have a problem with that. I actually like that a lot. Yeah, Texas had their car pile up and five people lost their lives. Brutal. I wonder what Charlotte was thinking when she heard Lacey Evans was pregnant. Child, I don't know, but the craziness of her face, I'd have been sitting up there like, bitch, what does this have to do? Girl, I hate the snow. I hate it. It's been snowing in Kansas City all day. It wasn't snowing all day. It was like flurries, and then they had some snow on the ground, and then it picked up, and then it's just been picking up, and just been the same pace, but hella snow all day. Imagine if it's snow in Florida. Well, it's snowing in Texas, and it's snowing in Louisiana, baby. Florida may not be too far behind. I have a feeling they will throw Bliss with Oscar for EC. I mean, if they do, okay, I think that Naomi's gonna be competing at Elimination Chamber with Nia for the tag. I mean, with Lana for the tag team titles. If I'm not mistaken, that match will probably be at EC. Well, I guess we just have to see who they're gonna pick and put on the show. So Elimination Chamber is Sunday. They are going to have these matches on Elimination Chamber. So you're gonna have okay, we have a snowstorm this week and next week. Yeah, it's supposed to stay snowing. What about Oscar versus Rhea Elimination Chamber? Somebody just said that. Tears just said that it's possible, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Y'all lucky. Georgia, we hardly get any snow. No, I'm not doing it tonight. Nikki Cross. I mean, it's possible. I mean, if you want to do like maybe she could do like an open challenge that night. I don't know, y'all. It's possible. We'll have to wait and see. So Elimination Chamber, you got Jey Uso, you got Corbin, you got Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, and Cesaro. Friday, they're gonna have a 6-man tag team match where KO, DB, and Cesaro on one team, and Jey Uso, Corbin, and Zayn are on the other. And that's how they're gonna play out the main event for Friday. But we got this little crew here. I don't know who's gonna win the Elimination Chamber. I mean, I don't think Zayn, Uso, or Corbin. I don't think Corbin's gonna win. Corbin is out. He's not gonna win. Jey Uso very well could win, and then you can have a nice little thing with him at the end of the show. I don't know. I'm very interested. It's very rare or at all that I agree with Corey Graves, but he said that Asuka from NXT needs to reappear, and I agree. Asuka living her best life right now. She like, bitch, I don't have to fight too much. I can be silly and dumb and pay my bills and get my hair done when I feel like it and, and collect this title check. She Asuka said, I've been wrestling since I was a kid, hunty. I'm tired. Okay. Anyone to the left of the screen are my picks because I don't see anyone on the right winning. I feel you on that one. Um, I I'm gonna say it's between Daniel Bryan and Cesaro, and I'm probably gonna lean more to Cesaro. Um, it would make more sense because he's the only one who really hasn't had a decent title shot, and it'll give him a time really to show if he's capable of being in that type of picture in terms of storyline. So I would give Cesaro the shot. Daniel Bryan doesn't need it, and if you need to go back to Bryan, you definitely can later on down the line. Cesaro does need it. Kevin has had 3 title shots, 3 of them. So Kevin isn't hurting for anything. Jey Uso has had 2, I believe it is. Jey Uso has had 2 title shots. Corbin and Sami Zayn, they're just, it's just unnecessary. So if I were WWE, I would more than likely book either Daniel Bryan or Cesaro, but I would lean more towards Cesaro than Daniel Bryan. That's just me personally. It's gonna be KO. Cesaro. I know it's not going to be the furthest 2 on the right. I think Corbin or Zayn is going to get eliminated first. I really do. All right, so we got another match. Ugh. We got Bobby Lashley going up against Riddle and Keith Lee. my pick is either Riddle or Keith Lee. I don't care who it is. That's just I just one of them got to be it. One of them got to be it. Like you can't. Hold on a second, y'all. It's got to be one of them. All right, let's see what y'all comments say. I'm going with Keith Lee. You know how WWE is. Keith Lee needs to win. Keith Lee. I think Keith got it. Keith is winning this one. Riddle might win. Looking at the U.S. title, it just looks like it was made for Lee. Keith Lee is supposedly injured. Hi, Leah. Well, he wasn't there tonight, and usually they have him come out there, So maybe he is injured. I don't know. I has no idea. One second, y'all. All right. I had a couple things I have to upload. And that's gonna make me mad that Keith Lee don't win. They might if Keith Lee was injured and it was supposed to be him, they may. Hold on. Okay. They said it on commentary that he was, so if he doesn't get cleared to wrestle, he won't be in the match. Well, unfortunately, dims the brakes, I guess. Another thing I want to talk about with NXT in a second, because I didn't hear him say that he was injured on commentary. But hopefully he'll be cleared and he'll be able to wrestle. He don't need it. Keith Lee is ready. Well, what's wrong with Riddle? Riddle not ready? Keith Lee don't necessarily need it, but he gonna get it. if he's capable, if they want to give him the title, they gonna give it to him, Let me see. What else did I miss? Oh yeah, okay. You didn't miss anything. We were just talking about Raw. And he said no. Okay, well, just because you say no don't mean it's going to be no, baby. More than likely, it will be Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley because Keith Lee is injured. And if they wanted Lashley to drop the title, he could very well drop the title to Riddle, who then in turn will drop it to Keith Lee if he is cleared to wrestle after this is over. So scratch your ass and get glad. It is what it is. He look every time we see him and he always saying bro. So that's what he always say. He been saying that since he got in WWE. Did you already talk about Oscar and Lacie? Yes, we did talk about Oscar and Lacie. Not to get off subject, a dream match is Nia Jax versus Piper Niven versus Awesome Kong versus Nyla Rose would be so good. I'm not so sure of that. I think it'd be a very clunky match, but if you like it, I love it. Also, is Bobby Lit Fish like gone forever? I saw UE without him on the NXT commercial. I don't know. Have no idea. That's his character, bro. That's how he's always been. Yes, love, you missed it. I be catching myself saying bro, bro, bro. He says it a lot. Like there's really nothing you can do about it. That's a part of his character. Is like who he is. You know what I mean? So, 1 second, y'all. All right. So you think Lacey's gonna win? They say that Lacey Evans is really pregnant. They say that she is actually pregnant. So if she wrestles, she definitely can't wrestle because she's pregnant. Like that's not gonna happen, baby. And then we now have the new elimination chamber with Kofi and everybody. So they say she's really pregnant. But she's really pregnant. Now, what I forgot to mention earlier was Eli Drake, aka LA Knight, is now a part of NXT. If you don't know who Eli Drake is, he's all over the internet. You can go and check him out on the internet. But he's on YouTube. He used to wrestle for NWA Power, I believe. All right. So, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so yeah, she says she's really pregnant. I don't know. No, Ric Flair is not the father. No, no, he's not the father. No, she has a husband. They claim she's really pregnant. If she is pregnant by her husband, not Ric Flair. I don't know. I'm just going by what I'm being told. I was doing a little homework and was like, I know that voice. And I look up and it was Eli Drake talking. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay. So Eli Drake is a very, very, very great wrestler. Excellent personality and character. I think you will enjoy Eli Drake in NXT. And he's going to be a future NXT champion. More than likely, sooner rather than later, he'll probably be a future North American champion. Just be prepared for LA Knight to be somebody to look out for or annoyed by. Like if you look up Eli Drake on YouTube, you'll come across some of his matches and the way he's been able to, put himself out there. He's a very, very great wrestler, interesting way. He has a great character. It's dope. I like him. I think everybody else will like him too. What was the point of Kofi versus Miz? If Miz wins, Morrison is in instead of Morrison versus Kofi. Miz ringside. Obviously, Morrison wasn't there. He wasn't there. So can't put you in a match if you're not there. So that was the point. He wasn't there. So he's a good wrestler. Definitely look him up when you get a chance. He's a very good wrestler. He also was in Impact too. For a while, he was the Impact champion over there. So Jamarius is correct. He was an Impact. He was very good. Is Lacey really pregnant? I don't know. I don't know, maybe go to her Instagram and ask her. I have no idea. I assume that it was a storyline or a work. But from my understanding and what everybody keeps trying to tell me is that the woman is pregnant. So it's weird because when she came out there, they didn't mention anything about her being pregnant, and they should have. That should have been what you led with. Like you should have had Charlotte try to attack her then, and then they're like Lacie, like Lacie says everybody I'm pregnant. Boom, got it. You know what I'm saying? Like you should have just left it there. Like that's just stupid. I was an hour behind. I had to catch up on most of the show. I recognize the name Eli Drake. Yes, he was on NWA Power. Yes, he was. Yes, he did wrestle on Impact. Yes, I did mention that earlier. Right then, could have had another women's match. I'm ready for Taya Valkyrie too. Taya Valkyrie is supposed to be coming into the WWE via NXT. The way it's supposed to work is Taya is supposed to be a part of that Capital Wrestling Center freshman class of 2021. And this particular class is supposed to be the biggest female-led class that the Capital Wrestling Center has produced. We're supposed to have a lot of women in this wrestling class. Now, I don't know what their definition of a lot of women is, but usually in the wrestling class, they have about one or two women in there. So maybe they'll ramp it up and they'll add maybe three or four, or at least even it out so we can see women on both sides, women that are equal to the amount of men that are in the freshman class. So this is supposed to be one of the biggest freshman classes to come out of Capital Wrestling Center, and it's supposed to be the most female led or female forward freshman class they've had. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. It's going to be very, very interesting. Eli Drake used to wrestle on Impact. Yes, you said that twice now. And I mentioned it earlier. We got it. Hopefully they can build more women and have a real women's tag division. I'm imagining that is the goal, seeing as how they're bringing in more women. So I'd imagine that would be the goal, and that is actually what they're trying to do. They have to bring the women in order to have them compete and in order to build the division. Yes, they should have done it before, but at least they're trying to do it now. Now, I promised in my daily briefing earlier that I would talk about Mr. Shad Moss and his wanting to be a part of WWE once again. So apparently he has continued to tweet out tweets, and he claims that there are a lot of wrestlers who have been coming for him on Twitter. I don't follow Mr. Moss, so I wouldn't know who's coming after him on Twitter. And I think sometimes he like to make up shit. Y'all know he had that motherfucking Bow Wow challenge a couple years back. So I'm just saying, niggas in class. Shoot. Apparently, he seems to think that wrestling is now his calling, honey. Okay. Now he has a song getting ready to come out. He's got an album getting ready to come out. He's got a song out called My Pain. Oh my God. This can't be real. I just went to go look at some of the stuff. I can't even make this shit up. Now, the only person that really came at him is it's a couple people. He's not lying about people coming at his neck. A couple people came at his neck. So Oni Lurkin came at his neck and said, "What an empty, superficial observation. If I saw you on the street, all the followers in the world couldn't save you." Now, this was after he made this post about wrestlers coming for his neck. So I'm assuming that they weren't really checking for him before that. But the smoke came after that. He then went and told Ali, he pretty much was like, at Ali, the one is the one with the heart I respect, bro. But T-Bar was the first to come at me, so it's up. I actually like Ali. He fights for what he believes in. Well, he said something true because Ali does fight for what he believes in. But here we go. So the only person that came at Bow Wow was T-Bar. And T-Bar from Retribution said, yes, thank you for the help, puppy dog pals. That's a TV show my mother was watching with my nephew. He got him puppy dog pals. Oh my God. All right. I'm ready for these new women building up the roster. Yay. Let me go to your other questions. Bow Wow might be a draw for him, but not for WWE. Why is he talking like these wrestlers don't have more followers than him? Well, I'm going to get to that in a second. Bow Wow need to sit down for real. I'm going to be honest. If I was a wrestler and I seen someone like Bow Wow of all people trolling like this, I'd be disrespected. Oh, hey, T2. All right, so T-Bar was the first one to come at Bow Wow's neck, but it wasn't because I'm gonna go. It was only Lurkin who was actually the first one to go at Bow Wow's neck. I'm looking down at some of these other people who could have responded, and I want to make sure I see everybody who responded. So before I get into this, I'm gonna put y'all questions up. Y'all answers up here. Quan is laughing. 82 said no one asked for Bow Wow. If I saw Oni lurking on the street, I'd be scared out of my mind. I wouldn't. His pasty ass ain't gonna do nothing. Bow Wow begging for attention, and those is the facts. All right, so I'm looking at I'm looking at some of these responses, and a lot of them didn't come from wrestlers; that came from fans, and especially not wrestlers in the WWE. The response came after he made a particular tweet. So basically, what happened was T-Bar responded and he says, yes, thank you for all the help, puppy dog pals. I don't think I could get 57 likes on a tweet if I tried to make it bad. Enjoy your 3 million bots. Well, this tweet says, the conversations have been had daily, whether you like it or not. I'm coming to WWE. See you soon, Christopher. I guess that's what he decided to call T-Bar straight up by his government first name. T-Bar's response, well, originally his response to his tweet going to WWE was, I can't get you a job, Blues Clues. Retribution wants to shut it down. Try barking at Triple H and Vince McMahon. And apparently his response was, conversations have been had daily, whether you like it or not. I'm coming to WWE. I'll see you soon. I'm going to keep it real with you. Not even trying to be funny. I'll read the rest of these when the rest of these people was like coming at him. He basically alluded to people coming at his neck, but in reality, he only had one wrestler coming after him, which was T-Bar. 8 hours ago, Orny Lurkin and him was going back and forth. He basically said to him, what an empty, superficial observation. If I saw you on the street, all the followers in the world couldn't save you. And Bow Wow simply responds and says, laughing at in the streets like he really be outside. My stomach hurts. I'm laughing at him. Well, he do look like milk. Like he don't be outside. This motherfucker said, I sleep under a park bench and I will eat you alive. You left the door open only for him to call you homeless, you idiot. He literally says you are in NXT and don't have a home. Wow. Who reads over your contracts? Then he says your agent. And Shad goes, nah, we def don't. I'd have some cars and a home and a couple girls living in it. Not living under a park bench and eating humans. That's the difference between us. Let me tell you something. So here's my thing. And here's why I say that Bow Wow's on some trash. Apparently, Bow Wow got 3 million followers, which T-Bar made a very valid point. He has 3 million followers, and yet he's only getting 57 to 58 likes on each picture. So you're telling me out of 3 million followers, only 57 people like your content. Why are they following you if they don't like your content? If they don't like your Twitter account? Something's iffy about that. Now you was clocking everybody about having 70K followers and 50K followers, but let's assess that shit. Okay? Because when you look at T-Bar specifically, let's go back to him because I think that's who you was referencing in the first place. Hold on a second, I'll get to y'all comments in a minute. Now T-Bar got 85K followers, but on a given day, he has 519 likes and at least 40 retweets. You don't even assess half the amount of likes he has on his on his um on his posts, on his tweets. Like you don't even have a quarter of them. So the balls that you have developed over these 3 million followers you have, I'm pretty sure if Twitter did a sweep like Instagram did, you'd lose about 3/4 of the people that follow you, and you'd be down to about maybe 100,000, if that. I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm dead ass serious. You feel me? All right. So, seeing he's saying it's working for Bad Bunny and is trying to get that draw. The difference is for Bad Bunny actually can provide something for WWE. There's no incentive to having Bow Wow in your company. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe he'll work as a character. He got a mouthpiece. He know how to talk. He's arrogant enough to be in there. But as far as I'm concerned, if they can't get it together with the people they got now, bringing him in ain't gonna make it no better. And that's not somebody I want to see wrestling on my screen. It's just not. Y'all go follow me on Instagram. I'll follow back, bro. Like, do you need some help with your followers or something? Because that's rude as fuck. Like, I'm just gonna tell you rude. I'm tell you straight up, rude. Like it or not, it's rude. Teabag needs to stay out of everything. I think he was well within his right to speak on it. I mean, he's going to be coming into his company. And of course, if you got somebody coming into your company that's making this much noise in your industry, you're going to respond and retaliate and react too. So I don't have an issue with T-Bar saying anything. Yeah, he said he seen Bad Bunny and he was like, I should be on Raw. Who is T-Bag? The one with the dreads? No. He is the white guy. Those are courtesy likes. Oh God. You mean T-Nuts? No, I mean T-Bar, because that's the name he goes by. So that's what I call him. What is going on with Sasha Banks and this girl? I believe you're speaking about Kiera Hogan. Nothing? If you want to know about that, there's at least 2 videos up on my page that you can go and check out and listen to. I've already spoken about Kiera Hogan and Sasha Banks many times. I don't really have the care or need to speak about it again. If you want to hear about it, throw a rock. You can hear about Kiera Hogan and Sasha Banks. That's his name, ain't it? Let's not get on that subject. Am I letting people join? Nobody asked to join, but sure, if you want to come in, that's fine by me. All right. Bow Wow could even beat up his ex-girlfriend and he want to fight a superstar. Child, please. Where's Romeo? Oh my goodness. That's not funny, but I'm sorry. That's not funny, but I can't help it. Ma'am. No. You have to click the link, Marquise. It's in the chat box right above your comment. Click the link and that lets you come in. Oh, that was ugly. And I laughed at it. That's a horrible person because that is so horrible. If you want to come in, the link is right above your comment. It's right there. The StreamYard.com link. That's all you have to do is click that, and it should help you log in. Bow Wow pulling what I thought Ray J would do, child. And she knows she's shady. No, she's shady, honey. So everything that's going on with Bow Wow with him, he's making a lot of noise, and of course, a lot of people are, feeling it, and they're like, "Yeah, he's great," yada yada yada. They just really playing it up for him. Marsh could barely manage a Zoom. How he gonna manage? All you gotta do is click the link. I put it in there. I will put it in here again, just in case he didn't see it. But all you have to do is click the link. That's all you have to do to join is to click the link. All right. So here's my thing. Number one, I feel like this is all a build up for him to come into the WWE. And I mean, am I okay with that? No, I really don't want to see Shad Moss in the WWE. Very similar to me not wanting to see Bow Wow wrestling in AEW. I don't want to see Shaq wrestling in AEW, but that's happening. And it's very similar to me being against older guys like Goldberg and Sting and The Undertaker wrestling right now. It does nothing for the current roster to have Shad Moss come in and wrestle. He is not going to provide anything for anybody. He's going to take up a space that someone else who is already there could have. It is not fair and it is unnecessary. He is using WWE to bolster himself. And quite frankly, I'm not here for it. I don't need to see you or watch you. You're not someone that I covet. If your ass is sitting up here talking about how you have 3 million followers, we all know that that's not true, that the followers you have on Twitter don't do shit for you. Okay. You know that this doesn't help you amass any money. It doesn't do anything. The only thing that you do well is do growing up hip hop. And even that you might be fucking up. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to have you on this show. Keep your ass on growing up hip hop where you belong and live your best life. Because right now, this ain't it. I don't want to see you wrestling. Now, I'm looking on this timeline and it says Rikishi is helping Bow Wow with his wrestling. Now, that's a rumor, but Rikishi, I'm gonna have to stress you out right quick because you doing the most. I'm gonna need for you to go calm down some. Like, no. This is not up for discussion. Like, ain't nobody trying to see this shit. And I don't think y'all understanding or hearing it. I don't think it's registering with some of y'all. But I want you to hear me and hear me well. Absolutely not. Is there in any way, shape, or form room for Shad Moss, Bow Wow, little ass to be wrestling in WWE or anywhere for that matter? I don't want to see that. I just don't.
Nobody want to see
that. I feel like he would be good on the mic, but I don't want to see him in WWE. I don't want to see Bow Wow. I don't care how good he is. I wonder how much they pay Rikishi for wasting his time. Girl.
Rikishi training him, that would be very awkward.
I mean, I guess.
That'd be very awkward. Nobody want to see Bow Wow. Like, no. Like, what would be the purpose of him going to WWE? What would be the exact purpose of that?
I don't know. Rikishi could stink face Bow Wow with one butt. I don't know nothing about that.
Lord.
Do you have me on your TV or something?
No, I think it's. I'm using my laptop. I gotta do something with the audio.
Because it's backfiring.
Wait, let me see. Do I have another tab open? Let me see if I have another tab open showing this. No, it's not that. Well, I'm gonna try to fix it.
Let me see something.
All right, does it? Oh, is it better now?
I don't hear the echo now.
Okay, echo cancellation. Okay, I canceled the echo cancellation.
Just said Rikishi better not. Child, you never know.
He better not. I still remember he didn't show up to his own son's wedding. He better not train Bow Wow.
What do you mean he didn't show up to his son's wedding?
On Total Divas, he didn't show up to Naomi and what's her husband's name again?
Jimmy. She's married to Jimmy.
Yeah, he didn't show up to his wedding.
Why?
I'm not exactly sure. Like, from what I can remember from that episode, I don't think he liked Naomi that much.
Everybody likes Naomi.
I know that, but I don't think he liked Naomi that much. Oh, he didn't want to be bothered or something. But this is just me going off a guess, so I'm not sure why he didn't show up. I would have to rewatch that episode and get back to you.
Oh, they say he didn't.
He didn't. No.
Well, that's been some years ago. I mean, he had to. That's odd.
They wanted him there. They actually did everything. They went to him and everything.
Did they talk to him about it?
Yeah. Well, before the wedding started, before the date came up, they went to him and told him they wanted him there.
And what did he say?
He was like, yeah, like I go buy it. I gotta buy a tux, I guess. And then the day of the wedding, he wasn't there.
That's weird.
Or it could be something with him and his son. Maybe him and his son have a good relationship. Probably. That's another thing. Probably him and Jimmy don't have a good relationship with each other.
Maybe at the time they didn't, but they do now.
At the time, yeah. But now,
that's messed up. He should have been there.
He should have, but well, we'll never know what was the problem between those two at that time.
Well, Taya Valkyrie is supposed to be coming to WWE, like I said before. She's going to be wrestling. Some of y'all was not too keen on the fact that Taya Valkyrie was coming, but get over it, bitch. She gonna be there.
She is all right. She is all right. I'm not gonna say she's the greatest.
I like Taya Valkyrie. I don't know why people hate her so much.
She's all right. I mean, everybody should have already expected she was gonna go there because her I guess I don't know, her boyfriend or husband, John Morrison, is there.
John Morrison is her husband. That was my foot. She literally stood on my foot.
Already. Taya Valkyrie is good. Like she does that whole she does the same thing as Beth Phoenix does. That whole grand slam.
Because Naomi is black. What? That's not true.
I don't think it was Naomi. I believe it had to be something with his son. I think him and his son didn't have a good relationship at that time.
Child, the shade is getting real. Jay basically told Jimmy that at least his twin was there and that he loved him. That's messed up, Kenny. I don't know when Jimmy's coming back. Taya is good. People say she not PG.
Who not?
What does that mean?
Who not?
Are you talking about Taya Valkyrie? I like Taya. She reminds me of Luna from back in the day, except she's not goth. Yeah, I can see how you see that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, now I remember he couldn't make it because the venue was small. What?
Because the venue was small?
His ass is not that big to where he can't walk into a damn building. That don't make no sense.
But they wasn't. Were they outside? Were they outside or were they in a building? Because
I don't know why I didn't watch it.
That episode, because I believe they were outside. I don't think they were inside a building. Like I think they were, because I have to rewatch that episode because I thought I remember them being outside. I don't remember them being in a building. Because his mom was there, his brother was there, I believe his kids were there, and some other members of his family were there, and Naomi's family was there.
Kenny said she gonna send me the clip.
Okay.
Yeah, outside.
See,
they got married in Hawaii or something. No,
yeah.
They couldn't have a lot of people. Tip, I sent it to you because people don't know what they what they throw it out. I can't. But Taya is interesting to me. I like her. I think Taya will be a good fit in WWE.
Yeah. Plus, she could do the bilingual thing too, because she was speaking a lot. She was speaking Spanish and on TNA as well, from time to time. So she'll be good. She'll be good on that part.
Hold on a second.
So what I missed so far?
Nothing.
Oh, that's that.
Oh, he had an appearance somewhere, and he chose to go to the appearance instead of coming to the wedding.
Oh,
that's fucked up. Whichever one of y'all motherfuckers that said it was because he was too big, y'all want some bullshit. Straight up, y'all want some trash. His ass is not that big to where he can't fit no damn building. Don't make no sense. I don't know why she remind me of Natalya. I hope her give me fire like it was on Impact.
I don't get Natalya vibes from her. Like I really don't. I don't get Natalya vibes. She don't give me Natalya. She don't give me Natalya.
I mean,
I think the only person that gives me Natalya is Beth Phoenix.
I don't get Natalya from Beth Phoenix, but I understand the correlation between the two.
They look. They used to say they look just alike. Other people used to say they look just alike. They're like each other's doppelgangers. You never saw them in what's the word? You never saw them in the same place at the same time.
Oh, you ignorant.
What? I didn't say that. You can go and look up a match, and one of the commentators said it.
Who are you talking about? Beth Phoenix and Natalya?
Yeah.
They were literally the Divas of Doom. They would come out there together.
No, before they became the Divas of Doom. This is way before they became the Divas of Doom.
Y'all ignorant.
The commentator said that.
The commentator's ignorant because that's just dumb. Don't make no damn sense. Stupid.
Hey, look, well, it's kind of true.
It is not true. It's stupid.
They do.
I did Mercedes doing that match. I used to see her in magazines back in the day, and she appeared on Heat, but they never signed her. I'm rooting for her.
She did pretty good.
Mercedes did well in the match last night. She almost beat Tony if
Io didn't do that.
It was kind of like a swanton off the top rope.
Swanton. She's going back. Swanton.
I said kind of like a swanton because I can't remember exactly what she did.
It was a moonsault.
Well, I didn't see her do.
Because she came out of no camera view. She came out of the other angle.
They didn't exactly show us what she did until it was over. And by then, my TV had jumped to the next match. So all I saw was her fall on her back on top of them. That's it. That's all I saw.
I thought it was a moonsault because I saw her fall on her stomach.
I can't. I'm over it. They're both Canadian, but I don't see their connections. I don't think them being connected Canadian had anything to do with it.
No, Beth is not
I
Canadian.
understand that.
Beth ain't Canadian. Beth was born in Buffalo.
Beth is American. As is Taya Valkyrie. The only person that's Canadian is Natalya.
And Edge.
Like Beth is like Canadian because she married Edge and she got a dual citizenship. Other than that, I wouldn't. She's not Canadian. She's from the States.
Mercedes did well, but I know she was put in the match to protect Io or Tony, and she pinned so that they can do Tony versus Io in a singles match.
Honestly, they had Mercedes going up against Io Shirai first. So it didn't make sense to add Tony in my book. I think they should have just went with Mercedes.
I'm still trying to figure out why hasn't whatever her name, Rachel Gonzalez, had a title match against Io.
Because now she's gonna get a tag team title match with Dakota.
But she pinned her in the War Games match.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. They decided to come up with this women's classic. They put them two in there. They gave it to them. Personally, I would have preferred if Shasie and Ember got it.
So that's
what they did.
So they literally like just go. Nobody remembers that.
What?
They really think nobody gonna remember that match.
That they act like it didn't happen. I mean, did it boost Raquel? Sure. Raquel was able to go and fight against Rhea. She beat Rhea Ripley fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
She beat her. And then after that, I thought that was definitely going to get her a title shot, but they ended up putting her in the classic with Dakota. And they gave that title shot to Mercedes and Tony. And that's where they left it.
I just can't. I can't. Like I'm like nobody like we remember. Oh, Rachel. Oh, sorry.
Her name was Raquel.
I always get her name. I always fuck up her name. I mean, excuse me. Let me not curse. Let me not curse on here.
I don't know why I ain't getting paid for none of these damn videos. I'm saying what I want to say.
And look what we got. So what's good for the goose? It's good for the gander.
Well, they act like Oscar ain't beat Beck, and look what we got. So what's good for the goose? I mean, she got a point. I mean, I don't care for Dakota. And it was, to me, when you watch the match, Dakota was getting her ass handed to her. The whole match, she was taking a beating. If it hadn't been, can you give me that core scene before you go to bed?
Dakota looked like a strong crackhead.
If it hadn't been for Raquel, they would have lost that damn match. 100% lost it. Like, they left me a corner in here.
They would have lost completely because Dakota was the one that was getting cut off from the match constantly.
I rechecked, and Taya's from Victoria, Canada. Okay, good for her. I don't know where she was from. I was talking about Natalya and Beth. I wasn't sure about hello Sean. I wasn't sure about what's her face? Taya, because I'm not aware of her background.
Is it just me or the sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is it just me or does Dakota look more skinny every single time she appears?
What?
Because I was when I was watching it last night. Was it on Sunday? Yeah, I was like, the camera zoomed in. I looked at her arms. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I could see the bones in her arms. Like, Jesus, like Dakota.
I mean, is he? I don't know. That part I don't pay attention to. I pretty much leave, that to itself. I just don't like Dakota because, am I on Twitter? Yes, I am on Twitter, but I don't use my Twitter that much. Twitter is a very, it's a strange land for me. And so I don't use Twitter that often. I'm glad you found my channel too because I love everybody who comes to my channel.
All right, on.
But
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not giving out my Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter. I don't use Twitter that often. I'm on Instagram and I'm on here. I try to go live here at least once or twice a week. So I'll probably be back live Thursday because I have something I have to do Wednesday. And I'll probably come back live Saturday if I don't have anything to do Saturday. It depends. I try to go live as often as I can. I used to go live on my Instagram, but it's easier and it's more fun on YouTube. What happened to the other two? The other two, what?
You mean,
What was
wait,
you
who's the other two?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you referring to Shayna's two teammates that always used to appear when she was at NXT?
I'm talking about Jessamine and Marina. Marina's still in NXT, and Jessamine is helping Xavier run the Up Up Down Down YouTube channel.
She looks like a tan hot dog with purple steamers from bikes. Wow.
Oh God! Did she say a can of hot dog? A tanned hot dog
with purple streamers from bikes.
Kenny.
Oh my Lord, Kenny, my Lord.
Oh my God!
I don't give out my Twitter because my Twitter is rated R. Sorry.
You don't want to see it nowhere. I promise you that. Because Bosch puts it out there for everyone. So yes, follow her podcast where you can see Nicole's live tweets. Oh yeah, okay. So I do have an Instagram, and then we have the Down for the Count podcast. Thanks, Kenny, for the plug. I appreciate it. So you can follow us on there because we do have a podcast and we do have a Twitter. The Twitter. Oh God. She better put that joke in here. The Twitter for Down for the Count is pretty lit. They try to tweet every week during most of the shows, so you might like it if you want to follow them. Somebody on Twitter, Nyla. I think that's how I say it. Nyli. I don't want to say your name wrong. Nyli. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. So if you want to follow somebody on Twitter, you definitely can follow Down for the Count 19. He said, yeah. I'm assuming you're referring to Shayna Baszler and Jessamine and Marina. So I hope you heard that part. Ooh, y'all want to hear a joke? Oh, Jesus.
Lord. Yes, Kenny, sure.
If a dead person goes to court, is it still considered a hearing?
Oh my God. You going to hell. You going to hell, Kenny. You going to hell.
Yeah, I said it right. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I said your name right.
And I told you Johnny Gargano was not going to lose last night.
Oh, eat a dick, Marquise. I don't like Johnny Gargano. He's an idiot. Alfalfa gets on my nerves.
Listen, Alfalfa, and you can say whatever you want about Alfalfa, but the man put on the man in his what's that fucking dude's name? Terashita or Terracuda?
Kushida.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking
Kushida. Terashita.
I mean, Cushida with the with the Back to the Future gimmick. Like if anybody don't get the reference, look at his outfit. That's Back to the Future. They put on a good show. Okay, Alfalfa. You can say everything you want about Alfalfa, but Alfalfa know how to throw it down in the ring.
No one denies that Johnny Gargano can perform. That's not the problem. His irritating, annoying character, along with his little pixie dust, candy-looking ass wife, are annoying. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like Indy Hartwell right now, and I definitely don't care for Austin Theory. So as far as I'm concerned, no, I did not want Gargano to retain the title. And to be honest, he should have never got it in the first place. But that is okay because I know for a fact that Dexter Lumis is the next North American champion.
Okay.
It's happening.
Okay, Dexter Lumis. Okay, Janae's favorite person, Dexter Lumis. Okay.
Dude, he's not my favorite, but he's gonna do what's necessary. So.
No, not your favorite person. I said Janae.
I don't know. All right. I said it right. Cool. Awesome sauce. Okay, I'm ready for the joke. Well, Kenny never finished putting it in here. Y'all is too because y'all laugh. Nope, 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 nope. I didn't laugh. I don't like gargantuan, and I don't like the three blind mice that follow in the group. I cannot.
Lord. Just coming for Gargano.
Why I laughed, not Terracuda. She said that was the joke. I always he said they waiting for the joke.
Ridge
Ridge
Holland.
Holland. Somebody getting arrested.
Sorry, guys. I'm sitting near the window. I'm sorry you heard.
Ridge Holland is at home recuperating. I hope by the end of the year he'll be back. Maybe he'll be ready to roll.
Rich Holland's that big dude, right? That dude with the what's that kind of hat? The hat he always has on.
Yeah, he wears a hat, but he broke his foot last year.
That man broke his whole damn leg when some dude jumped on him.
Yeah, he broke his ankle, and
right.
It was Oni that jumped on him. He broke his ankle.
He did a whole death drop. Yeah. Like every time they replay it, I'm like, oh, he did the death drop.
You are ignorant. It don't make no sense for you to be that stupid.
Okay.
Somebody asked me a question earlier. Let me put it back up here, and then I'll get to the last question. It says, "What do you think is going to happen when Cole, Kyle, and Kyle O'Reilly?" I think it's going to come down to a match between the two of them, which I don't have a problem with. I like Cole, and I like Kyle O'Reilly. I like both of them. Of course, Finn Balor is going to have to move on and figure out what he wants to do, and they're going to have to find something new for Balor to do. But I see a match between O'Reilly and Cole, and then Cole's going to be brought up. That is the only logical explanation I can think of right now. Undisputed Era is probably going to be no more, and you're going to have Cole coming up to the main roster, and it's only a toss-up as to where he goes. He most definitely could go to SmackDown right now. SmackDown could use somebody like Cole. They have Seth Rollins, true enough, but having Cole on the roster isn't a bad idea either. Although I think if you have one, you can switch out the other, which more than likely means Cole will probably go to Raw, which can be a little bit sad for me because Raw doesn't have the writers nor the patience to really help build Adam Cole. I mean, look at where Keith Lee is.
I forgot he was on Raw.
And he's injured, they said. So y'all think Bliss is entertaining with her new gimmick? I think it's interesting. I mean, she's holding it down for the Fiend. You know, it's just like a woman to hold a man down while he on lockdown. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
So, I mean, she's doing her job. I'm not mad at Bliss. I think she's equally as creepy as Bray Wyatt is. So I don't have a problem with it. A lot of people get bored very easily and they don't let things develop. They don't give it time. And I feel like a lot of times you have to allow storylines to flourish and be nourished. You can't just instant gratification is not something you would usually work for. When you watch a TV show or a movie, you're watching the show for what it's providing. If it's not giving you something, that's different. But if you're watching the show and your immediate reaction is, oh, I've seen this, I'm bored, it would stand the reason that if you read a book and it has a similar roll through where you're not getting to the good part, you would stop reading the book, right? So my suggestion is if you're not okay with Bliss right now, if you're not a fan of hers, then don't read. Don't watch the show. Don't watch that part. Change the channel because that's not going to change. It's going to be that way for quite some time. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I wonder how they're going to snap her out of it, though.
I don't know. I have no idea.
She can't go on with this forever.
Well, no, but she hasn't been Crazy Bliss for that long. I mean, she switched over when she was on SmackDown. And then when she fully transformed, she was on SmackDown. Then she went to Raw, and that was back in October, November when they had the draft. It was the end of October, middle of October. Yeah, it was in October when they had the draft. So it hasn't even been 6 months. October, November, December, January, February. It's been 4 months. It hasn't been that long. It's only been 4 months since she's been this version of herself. And that just proves what I'm saying. People have a very, very short attention span, and they're easily able to just be like, okay, I'm sick of this. I don't want to see this anymore. Bray Wyatt, I can understand because Bray Wyatt's been that way for a couple years. So I can understand people getting tired of him. But Bliss has only been like that for 4 months.
Bray Wyatt has had more changes than ever. He was Husky Harris. He was that other freaking thing.
Cult leader Bray.
Cult leader Bray. You know, he was the backwoods type thing. You know. And then he became. I don't know what the hell that is. The Fiend, the board job. I don't know. Like,
it's called the Fiend. Yes.
The Fiend. I don't care. I call it the Party City. I just don't deal with it. Like, just no more. No more.
I'm over it.
No more.
I'm gonna need for Murphy to win a title by next year. I don't mind Murphy being Intercontinental Champion by next year. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. Who should win the women's title? Women's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't know. They don't do anything with the winner anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a damn who wins.
Let's get rid of that Battle Royal.
Naomi won it, and they didn't give her anything. They gave her nothing. They need to let me write and teach a promo class. No, because you'll get personal. You'll pull out somebody's crackhead auntie, and you'll be telling everybody about their abortions and shit. I wouldn't let you on. You hurtful. I don't know about that.
Sweet. Over what? Wait, what do you got over? Oh, Kenny, what are you over?
She don't like Bliss.
Well, I like Bliss. I think Bliss is good.
Over Bliss being the kitty version of herself, and then I don't know what it is, but Alexis doesn't like it at all. She doesn't like the fact that Bliss has this kitty-like version of herself, or this like really girlish version of herself, and it just rubs her the wrong way. It doesn't bother me because I don't see her as a child. I see a grown woman who's, playing a part. So that doesn't bother me.
I mean,
Bliss, it's like watching like Barney or Blue's Clues. Like you would have to ask the question like, why the fuck was Steve hanging around all them talking salt shakers and Blue and everything else and shit? You like, bitch, you like 30 years old. Why the fuck is you in this little? And now his cousin Joe was doing it. So
you know why Steve was hanging around the salt shakers? That motherfucker was high.
I'm just saying though, like if that's the case, you're gonna have to ask yourself those questions.
He was high for a little kid. Steve was high.
Some of y'all was old enough to be watching Hip Hop Harry, and he's a fucking grown ass person in a damn suit dancing in the middle of the ring and got these little.
Who in the world is Hip Hop Harry?
You ain't never seen Hip Hop Harry? I found out about Hip Hop Harry through TikTok.
I do not know who Hip Hop Harry is.
Oh my God. Hip Hop Larry, or is it Hip Hop Harry? Larry. Is it Larry?
Larry? I don't know.
It's Larry. It's Hip Hop Larry. It's got to be Hip Hop Harry. All of it rhyme. It's all ages. Anyway, it's one of them. Shit.
I like this for Alexa. Yeah, because Alexa, people seem to forget Alexa is more of a like a comic type character, to be honest, because she always wears.
She got a mouth on her. You can say that.
Yeah,
this is coming from someone who loves creepy shit, which is baffling to me. You and Alexis both like the creepy stuff, but you don't like Bray Wyatt and Bliss's rendition of it. And I'm just like, I don't understand. And I was on a podcast recently, and we were talking about this, and I'm like, okay, so the issue is not necessarily the character work or what they're doing. The issue is the frequency in which you see them, because you're seeing them every single week. There's no anonymity to them. There's no mystery. There's no entity like nature to them. You're very much in tune, like, okay, here we go. They coming up. They coming on TV this week. You know it's gonna be scary and creepy. And that part I can understand, but I don't see anything wrong with Bliss or Bray Wyatt. I do think they're a bit overused, but I don't see anything wrong with them. I'm not sick of them or over them.
Bray Wyatt is just boring to me. He's just boring to me.
I miss Nikki Cross. I don't like this boring generic version of her. Nikki Cross looked like a vampire. In what world?
Where does she look like a vampire? She ain't that pale.
Where?
She ain't that damn pale.
You want to know how to turn her back? They say they ran out of Converse. I'm over you and your bullshit today.
Damn headache. What?
She is so wrong.
Because
She's talking about Steve. I'm still going back to the old comments.
Oh,
Okay.
Steve.
She's laughing. They went a little too far tonight. I don't think they went too far tonight. I thought it was hilarious.
I still watch Sesame Street. You watch Sesame Street.
What the fuck? You're 15. You ain't got no business watching no damn Sesame Street.
It's okay.
If you had said Pokemon, I'd have let you pass. But you talk about some damn Sesame Street. You ain't got no business worried about what Groucho and the rest of them is doing. And Big Bird's ass, you don't need to be worried about none of that.
Lord.
I love Hip Hop Harry. I used to watch that. Okay, so Margie's Hip Hop Harry was their version of Barney.
I didn't watch Barney.
You didn't watch Barney?
I didn't care for those shows. They were so weird.
When I was a kid, we didn't have Barney. When I was a kid, we had Zoom when I was a teenager. And then there was Blue's Clues. We had Gullah Gullah Island. What was it? Little Bear.
Little Bill, Franklin, Maisie, all that bullshit.
I didn't like Maisie.
Maisie was pretty interesting, even though Maisie never really spoke, because all you ever heard was the damn narrator talking.
Yeah, it's Harry. I figured it was Harry.
I wasn't into those shows. Like, I mean, I loved Little Bear. I loved Little Bill. Gullah Gullah Island was good, especially the theme song. It'll get you in the mood. Just get lit. Start.
Spot on. If I wasn't seeing them every week, I'd be sending praising every time, but it's all the time. That is the problem. You see them every week. I'm aware. They have Alexa to just add on to Bray. They needed a Harley Quinn type, and Alexa is perfect for the role. It's not Harley Quinn. She's not playing Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is literally the clown prince's girlfriend, and that's a totally different character. So I wouldn't equate her to Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn isn't running around like Mr. Rogers' partner.
Hello, neighbor.
Like, no, like that's not a good correlation for her. Everybody wants her and Liv to play a Harley Quinn character, and I don't. I think neither one of them would be a good fit for that regard. I think Liv could do it, but to me, it never works out in their favor when they do something like that.
Liv looks closer to it than Alexa does, so
yeah. But she's cosplayed as it before, and you've seen it. Bray Wyatt is boring to you. Do we watch the same Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt.
He likes Seth Rollins and Johnny Gargano. That should tell you.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
It has a lot to do with it.
I found Husky Harris boring. Like, he is boring to me. He is so boring. Like, ugh. Like, I don't want Bray anywhere on my TV screen. Like, no. Go somewhere.
Oh, girl, I'm older than you. I'm 34. I'm 34. When I was a kid, they still had Garfield coming on at 6:00 in the morning before I would go to school. So I would get up in the morning. Garfield would come on. Woody Woodpecker would come on. On Cartoon Network, if I had cable, I watched Sailor Moon in the morning before I went to school. And they would have the end of Toonami coming on. So I would sit up and watch Inuyasha, and I would watch sometimes they would have Full Metal Alchemist come on, or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood came on later. but they had Full Metal Alchemist running at that time. Cowboy Bebop would come on, and they had Dragon Ball Z. And I would be up at like 5:30 in the morning, take my shower, get dressed. I would eat breakfast, and I would watch Garfield. Garfield would let me know what time I had to go to school. Then I would have to watch Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon would be the last show I could watch before I would have to go to get on the bus. So I was always watching something along those lines. And Gullah Gullah Island came on Nickelodeon. So at home, I couldn't watch that because we was in the projects and we had to like bum cable off our neighbor and stuff on some hood shit. You had to put the splitter in so we could all use the cable. So that's how we watched cable back in the day. It was either that or we had to like jailbreak the box so we could watch cable. And if I didn't do that, I couldn't watch Gullah Gullah. And I had to go to my grandmother's house to watch all those stuff. She's playing a follower. You know how Manson had his followers. This version is just the twist with Twisted Bliss off the ropes. Yes, that is a very accurate description. I believe Bray is crazy and demonic for real. No, he's not. He's actually a very, very nice guy. Everybody that I've come across that has met him say that he's very, very nice. He's very sweet. And he just genuinely is a good person. He just has very avant-garde ideas. And I like the way he thinks. He likes his character to play out like a movie. But because WWE is using him so often, we're not getting the same vibe that we would say get if it was Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of WWE's fault as to why it is the way that it is.
That vibe, that Undertaker weird vibe.
I wanted to be on that Legend of Hidden Temple. I wanted to be on the Legend of Hidden Temple, and I wanted to be on Guts.
I would love to be on Legend of Hidden Temple. I wanted to be on that. I think I would do good.
And I wanted to be on the arcade TV show. Like, I wanted to be on there real bad.
What arcade TV show?
There was an arcade TV show. I don't remember. Let me think of it. Let me see if I can pull it.
Is it the one with that white woman that was telling all the secrets to the games?
No, it was a black guy.
Oh, cause I remember it was a white. It was like G4 TV or something. It was some white lady that always used to tell all the cheat codes to the games. It used to come on like I think around 8 o'clock.
Oh, it was literally called Arcade, and it came on Nickelodeon.
Oh no, I'm thinking about G4 TV. Sorry.
Oh my God, nobody knows what Arcade is.
No,
I am not that old.
I don't know what Arcade is, lady.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Like we're gonna have to pull up the archives.
Fuck y'all. Y'all trying to make me out to be an old ass, and I'm not that old. Bitch asses. Y'all. Okay, Arcade came on in 1992.
I was born in 1992, so I did not.
Oh my God. Anyway,
it
was a TV show that was based off of the our group chat be on Silent Library. It should be hold on, I'll put the comment up. No, but it was a TV show called Arcade, and it was you go in there and you would it was about video games. You literally would answer questions about video games, and they had other topics, other what they call it, other categories, but it was mainly centered around video games. And if you won, you literally entered into a video game. It was crazy, but it was cool. I love the way that it looked. It looked like a video game. I wish they would bring Arcade back.
Shit, send me into a video game. I wouldn't mind it.
I think you had to see it in order to. It was old school. It was an old school game. Like,
but they had a network for video games. I remember it was G4 TV.
They're bringing G4 back. G4 does have a TV, have a network. They did have one.
I mean,
I didn't watch. I wasn't talking about G4.
I mean, they might as well if they bring that back, they might as well bring back that lady that I'm sure, I guess a lot of y'all are too young to remember. She was cheat code YouTube before YouTube. Like, she would tell you every single way to beat a game clear. Like, she would say it for like a show lasted for like, how long was it on for? I think an hour. So she told. I remember.
I love Big Comfy Couch.
Big Comfy Couch. What the hell was that? Was that with the clown?
Yes, And first of all, Luna and Molly is the shit. Okay, disrespect.
Oh Lord,
You disrespectful, honey.
that weird ass show.
You disrespectful.
That show was weird.
Big Comfy Couch was not weird. It was no weirder than fucking Yo Gabba Gabba and the rest of these stupid ass TV shows.
I don't watch Yo Gabba. I mean, I'm too old to be watching Yo Gabba Gabba, but this is it's like
Teletubbies is weird. Okay,
I did not watch. I didn't watch Big Comfy Couch as a kid.
that's because you don't know what you're missing. It's all right.
I was cartoons every Friday night.
Ugh, you so goddamn bougie. Shit. Some of us actually wanted to learn about the clocks and how to be kind to each other. You didn't give a shit. All you cared about was fucking video games and
Hell yeah,
goddamn cartoons. As long as people was getting blown up, you didn't care.
Mortal Kombat people and Static and fucking Saturday morning cartoons. Static Shock, baby. You know, I didn't give a fuck about.
Shock is not an old TV show. Like
and I didn't care about Static, to be honest. I like the Pyro. I didn't care about Static.
Oh God, you just gotta go against the grain every single time. You just got to.
What?
It's Maj's fault. It's Marquis' fault. He's the reason why everybody's so silly.
The reason for what? What
it's his fault. It's his fault because he always says something stupid.
What did I do?
It's his fault. I blame him. Everything that's wrong is Marquis' fault.
How is it my fault?
I like Scooby-Doo. I do like Scooby-Doo. And I actually like all of the versions of Scooby-Doo except for the Scooby-Doo kids. I don't like the youthful version of Scooby-Doo.
What, a pup named Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, I don't like that. And I don't like what was the other Scooby-Doo I didn't like?
It was good. Like that music was pop. I'm about to say popping. That music was good. Like it gets you in the mood and stuff. Like you just be like, oh, here we go.
Well, I'll get to that back to that in a second. Kenny, in terms of him being like Taker, the way that I'm describing it in that regard is the way he's used. So when you think back and you look at Undertaker, he wasn't seen regularly all the time. And when he was, there was a certain level of fear that he stoked. And the way that it comes across, I guess that would lend to the time that we watched it. Because I think for a kid now watching Raw and SmackDown and you see somebody like Bray Wyatt on TV, that freaked you out. You know what I'm saying? But for us, we're well aware of what we're looking at. And you look at how Undertaker was, what he was to us as a kid. Bray Wyatt is what he was to kids now. Do you understand? So my thing is, and what a lot of people's thing is, pull back on Wyatt in that form and in the Firefly Funhouse. Like, have him go after people strategically, which is the way that I said they should have did it from the beginning. Even though he came, there's a way to do this. They weren't doing it properly. They oversaturated people with Wyatt, and it just didn't help. It didn't help him in any way, shape, or form. Everybody's has an opinion. I love watching Cal U when I was little.
Cal U? What?
I don't like Cal U. Cal U is a whiny little bitch, and I don't have time for no little ass.
That's a bullheaded white guy.
Yeah.
I love Caillou. I just don't like the new
Caillou.
Caillou can go find a Caillou.
Caillou is whiny, and every time he don't get his way, he starts crying and having a damn fit. And then the stupid ass mama give him everything he wants. Little bitch, I'll be done whoop his ass.
That is a little kid. That's when you gotta beat your kid's ass.
I think he's gonna be the next scary character. He already is. I like watching Days of Our Lives when I was sick. Days of Our Lives used to be the shit, but I used to watch Passions when I was a kid.
I never heard of Passions.
Passions had witches and motherfucking leprechauns and all kind of shit. And when you watch it, it's so messy. It's so messy. But it was so good.
See, me growing up, I always had Playhouse Disney.
Disney House of Mouse.
There's only one show I did not like, and that was there was Higgly Town Heroes and the Wiggles and the Doodle Bops,
The
I
what?
believe. The
The what?
Doodle Bops.
See, y'all got retarded ass people. That's why y'all special now, watching
The
them retarded ass
the
people
Doodle Bop.
on
I
TV.
Yeah, Cow and Chicken was good. That was.
Oh, I used to love cow and chicken.
I just always wanted to
oh,
see what their parents look like, though. You never got to see their parents' faces.
Never got to see what the parents look like.
Nope. There was a lot
Dude,
of.
the
I
power
don't see
the power
anything named Doodle Bops. I ain't got time for that. Will you be
nah,
watching Young Rock? I'm gonna watch it. It's supposed to come on tomorrow, I think. I'm gonna watch it.
now Powerpuff Girls was good too. I love Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, I fucks with
I
Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
now Miss you couldn't now they did that exact same thing. Like you couldn't see Miss Bellum's face. Like what she look like?
Miss
Oh
Bellum.
man, they wasn't having that.
Miss
I'm
Bellum
like,
was
I
my
was a
face.
Miss
good kid, and then I got older and realized my interests. Creepy stuff, good music, food, and wrestling when I actually watch it. Get your best. I don't like Johnny Bravo. He got on my damn nerves.
Johnny Bravo
I
was
feel
just.
bad.
Johnny Bravo was
I feel
annoying.
bad for Johnny. I feel bad for Johnny Bravo.
I
All them
don't feel
girls
bad
were
for him.
taking home
He was
Anybody who
annoying.
purposely slick their hair up like that deserve all of the smoke that they get.
He got beat up every episode.
by a girl.
I just knew I was Aisha from the Power Rangers.
Oh my god! Let me tell you
Every
guys
black
something.
girl wanted to be Aisha. All of
I
us.
Aisha used to
listen,
get her ass beat.
listen. Let me tell you something. Because like I said, I love Aisha. I love the name Aisha, and when I first knew about it, I was like, "This is the." My cousin was like, "This name is so ghetto," and I was like, "I kind of
First
like
of
that
all,
name."
rude. That's
She used to
rude.
get her ass beat. If you watch the movie, that girl
I
got her
watched
ass beat.
Aisha. Let me tell you something. Aisha is the only Power Ranger I like. All the other ones, like Tommy and them, let me tell you, Kimberly was the thirstiest one. She was so thirsty for Tommy. She
Who
was so thirsty for
was her
Kimberly.
boyfriend though? Like, how was
No,
she
no,
thirsty for somebody
before.
she was with?
She was
This was
digging.
this was
Rude.
before.
She was
Oh, you
digging.
so rude. You
Like,
rude. Power Rangers changed. It was so much. It's unreal. Like there's a trillion different Power Rangers right now. Yes,
mhm.
there's many.
Yeah,
Ali is Caillou. Absolutely not. That is Baron Corbin forever and a day. It will never be anybody else.
I'm done.
Y'all gotta watch Leprechaun in the Hood. I ain't
I,
watching that either. That's creepy.
I seen that Kenny. That was funny. Leprechaun in the Hood. He really was.
Anything
Leprechaun.
named Doodle Bops is the reason why some of y'all are special.
Wow.
Y'all sit up watching Doodle Bops. That's why some of y'all special.
I didn't watch it. I don't even watch that.
Cow and Chicken was my shit. Remember Super Cow? Yes. I wonder if they got Cow and Chicken on HBO Max because I'm gonna watch that.
I was just about to say that.
Me too. I got that. Listen, my friend let me use. Listen, my friend let me use her
Gallus
HBO because she worked for Spectrum.
Johnny Bravo was a sexual predator. I'm not saying sexual
and
predator.
that's facts. Don't nobody like Johnny Bravo's old slick back Negro ass. I don't like him. Tiff, did you like Rex and Ruby? I actually did. I used to love Max and Ruby. Oh, I used to
I
love
used to.
Max and Ruby. I used to sit up and just watch. I would sit and watch Little Bear, Franklin, Max and Ruby, and I would watch there was another cartoon that would come on before that. They would all come on at like right after each other, and I would watch all of that until about 12, and then I would flip over to Nickelodeon so I could, I was watching Nick Jr. So I would move from Nick Jr. to regular Nickelodeon, and then they would have the game shows on for the day, and all the good stuff.
You had PBS Kids that showed Arthur, Cyber Chase. Cyber Chase was good. They helped me with math.
When I was a kid, Cyber Chase wasn't out, but
Oh,
Arthur was. So I
What
watched
about?
Arthur, and they had something called Zoom when I was a kid, and it was really just a bunch of kids doing science work and all kind of stuff, and they had a couple other shows, but I can't remember the name of them.
there was
Okay.
Dragon Tales.
Yes, it was Dragon
Oh
Tales.
my
Thank
god!
you.
I love
I
Dragon
love Dragon Tales.
Tales. I wish.
I
I
saw
wish
Power Rangers
upon a
live when I
star.
was
I don't even know
little
how
when
to.
Rita Repulsa came up onto the stage and her shadow cast big as fuck on the wall. I was shook.
Wow.
Hell no. Arthur was
Y'all,
my shit. Oh, I hated Freakazoid. My husband liked Freakazoid. I hate it.
Oh, I was on CW11, not CW11.
Yeah, it was on
it was
CW.
called Kids WB for all y'all younger people. Kids WB. Before CW11, it was Kids WB, where we actually had good quality cartoons.
It was Beast Wars
true.
was on there.
True.
Then they had your Yu-Gi-Oh over there.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my
X-Men was
god.
over there.
Beyblade was
What
on.
else?
It was on Cartoon Network. My mistake.
They had
What?
Digimon too.
Oh, yeah.
They had
Digimon.
Digimon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Pokemon came on every week, every day.
Pokemon needs to end. It's enough. We had enough.
No, no.
Ooh, you
Did
are
you know that?
hateful.
Listen, there are like literally like 900 and counting Pokemons at this moment. There's
I know them bitches need to stop. It's done. It's over with. Like we're done with them. No more Pokemon need to be found.
Oh my god!
I mean, I love Pokemon.
They've been getting found since I was in kindergarten. We're done with them. Like, enough.
Like my favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon. I used to love Goldeen. I wasn't a big fan of Pikachu, but I was more of the exotic ones. The ones that you would, yeah, like the ones that you rarely see, but you can find them in a game.
Rarely see. They have so many goddamn episodes. You should already see a whole bunch of them by now.
I mean, hey,
And
you gotta catch them all.
He should have been done that.
Well, first of all, Vaporeon, Flareon, and all of them, they had to be turned
out
with a stone, so they weren't rare. They just had to be created.
Yeah.
Well, listen, they've been getting created since I was in kindergarten. Enough's enough. Like enough's enough. Like no more Pokemon. End the show.
They're not gonna end it. People still watch Pokemon.
He's been walking through every single town for so long. He should have brolic ass knees. He's been walking way too much. Like men, like all his friends.
Besides, I'm sorry.
And
besides, sorry, hold on. Sorry. Okay, go Maj.
Let me whoop you go first, okay? He's been walking for so long. All his friends have left and started their own careers.
I'm over it.
He needs to stop. Like, bro, learn a trade. You done now. You done. Like,
and he's still 10. And he's 10. Oh, sorry. He's still 10 years old.
That's his problem. It's
not. He's not.
Yes, he is.
That's 10-year-old with a deep ass voice.
I'm over both of y'all because both of y'all.
And then they're supposed to be coming out with a new Pokemon movie.
They don't need no more. It's over. It's over. Like, take that, dump it, drop it. It's over with. We don't need to see no more Pokemon. Like, I'm tired of all these new damn Pokemon. Enough.
Besides Pokemon, there's also, well, as Tiff mentioned, Yu-Gi-Oh, which, you know, I always been in Yu-Gi-Oh game. I just got back in, and they're coming out with new Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, but you see different characters for Yu-Gi-Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh ain't the Yu-Gi-Oh I know. I know, like I know him personally or some shit. The Yu-Gi-Oh I remember. He's done. He hung up. That man hung up the fucking whatever the fuck that was on the back of his head.
The limiter.
He hung that shit up. Like he hung it up. He done. I'm pretty sure he started a whole family and everything. He put down them cards and put them shits in the box. That man.
Oh my god.
I don't know when to stop. He wearing the same underwear that he was wearing from the 90s. It's over.
What is wrong with you? Like, you have issues. How the fuck you gonna get mad at them for Pokemon, but your ass play Kingdom Hearts?
That's different. These Kingdom Hearts.
Ain't no different.
That is different.
Stop.
Come on, what year?
How's it different? How's it different? There's at least 7 different versions of Kingdom Hearts.
It is different. At least so are aged. At least he aged.
Get the fuck out of here.
At least Kingdom Hearts, we ain't over here still traveling around the goddamn world for how many years?
Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Are you serious? Sora's still been trying to restore everybody's heart. So what the fuck are you talking about? He ain't restored the hearts yet. The darkness is still in the kingdom. It's everywhere. When the fuck is he gonna do it? They done created a whole shadow for Sora. That person is real now. His nobody is a person. So what are you talking about?
Listen, he going through a struggle. Ash,
No, you always try to make
Ash
make
is not going
excuses
through
to
a
your
struggle.
shit.
Hey,
No,
Ash is not going through a struggle. Ash has
I'm
been
screaming.
walking
I'm
in the
screaming.
now for like how long now? He needs to stop. Like,
and
bro,
Sora keep going into the same shit. I'm starting to believe Sora is literally Alice from Wonderland because that motherfucker cannot remember where he is or what he's supposed to be doing. He don't never do what he's supposed to do. He either not strong enough or he too friendly. Anybody got time for that? Sora been trying to take care of the darkness for the last 10 motherfucking years.
listen. Sora is doing his job. And see,
No, no.
that's
See, you always making
that's
excuses.
the word
You
job.
always making
Ash don't
excuses for your shit.
Okay, let me tell you something.
have a job.
As,
Ash needs
as
a
a
job. Misty went and did a whole gym.
What does Sora do besides go collect keys from Mickey Mouse, bitch?
He helps everybody. The Ash don't help nobody. Ash is walking around like just collect this, picking up dangerous
Fuck up,
creatures.
Marquise.
They-
You know
pick
okay,
damn well this shit is not
Ash,
true.
Ash
Ash
is
been
picking
trying
up
to be
dangerous creatures.
Pokemon. What is it? A leader, Pokemon leader for the longest, or however you call it,
He's
and he
been what?
still haven't. No, he was trying. He's been trying to win that championship, but never did. I remember in the Battlefront tier, he was so close but lost because why? He gave away early in the series. He gave away all his strong Pokemon. Every season, he gives away all his strong Pokemon. He had Dragonite, gave that away. He did have a Butterfree, but I don't let that slide. But if he had but any dragon type he had, he always gave it away too early. That's how he ended up losing and never achieved his goal. You can look on YouTube. That's facts.
Lord. Lord.
Marquise just getting on my nerves because he always shitting on somebody's shit, but his shit is just as fucked up.
I'm not shitting on it. It's the truth. Ash need to take a break. We're over him walking from one side of the earth to the next. It's done.
Boy, if you don't stop because your logic is flawed, you know what? You and I both know. You and I both know that there's 11 damn Kingdom Hearts, and they done went so far adjacent on that damn game that if you ain't really paying attention, you will get confused. Like it's very easy to be confused on that damn game.
Yes, because there's so many different versions. There's so many different worlds. So
But
many.
I'm okay with that because
Oh
that's
my
what
god!
you like. But you're mad at people who like playing fucking Pokemon.
I'm not mad at people playing Pokemon. I said
Oh,
Pokemon needs to end. Like no more Pokemon episodes.
As does Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts
is
should have
no
ended 3
episode.
versions ago.
Listen,
okay,
they about making a
I
Kingdom
love Kingdom Hearts.
so they want
My entire room is full of Kingdom
they
Hearts.
about making a show of Kingdom Hearts.
They need to.
I don't know when that's
I
going.
even got the
Don't
comic
nobody
book. I have
want
a
to watch
poster.
I don't know
I
when that's
do.
though.
that? We finna change the subject because y'all some dorks.
Did everybody leaving YouTube?
Is what? What'd you say?
Did everybody leaving YouTube?
They might have. Here in the comments, they'll comment if they want to.
Wait, let me look at the comments. Oh yeah, I don't see. No, people still in here because one person said I never understood Pokemon cards. So some people are still here.
A little while ago.
Oh, it said 102.
They don't want to hear them talking about them being dorks because that's exactly why they left. It's some dorks.
You know what? You know what, Tiff? I'm okay. I'm gonna just let that go. I'm gonna let that go.
Oh, I heard your feelings.
I'm gonna just let that go.
Sorry, I heard your
Let
feelings.
that go because we've been for how
Guys, let me
long?
tell you something. I'm clearly on your side.
I don't
Because
care.
I'm a
Y'all some
huge
dorks.
dork.
And you know you some dorks.
Listen, miss.
Oh, see, there they go. Joey's still here. Leah's still here. There you go. Boom. And boom. There you go.
When I
Oh, man.
Damn, why this shit so wrap tight?
What are you trying to open?
I got a package my father sent me. So I'm trying to see why it's so wrapped so goddamn tight.
Your dad sent you a package?
Yeah, my dad sent me one. I wonder what size is this jacket he sent me.
Nani says she's listening to y'all and browsing on Facebook.
Ooh, this is
In
actually.
Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts, the shade is real, hunty.
Oh,
I'm right and they wrong. That's all that matters.
cuss my father out.
Ooh,
Why?
what he sent you?
He sent me a jacket that's 3XL. I do not wear 3XL.
If the thought don't count, the thought it don't.
His thought went to a whole nother size. I'm not that size.
Wow. Wow.
I'm giving this to my sister. I'm gonna give this. I'm like, yeah, your father said you can have this.
Ooh, that's hateful.
I can't fit that damn jacket. That's too damn big.
I can't.
Look like Missy Elliott in that shit. Old version Missy Elliott. Old version.
Y'all know who Missy Elliott is? Some of y'all might not know who Missy Elliott is.
Hell yeah, I think it's gonna rain tomorrow. I'm gonna be outside in that jacket. I can't stand the rain.
Over it.
Hey, make sure you do an Usher version of it.
Oh fuck Usher.
Why you mad at Usher? What he do?
Nothing. I just say fuck Usher. I ain't got time for Usher.
You hateful little motherfucker. God.
What?
Terrible. Just terrible.
So
Why?
Tiff, what did your husband do for you for Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
Nothing. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
What day are?
Oh, it's okay, Tiff. I worked on Valentine's Day. It's okay.
I
Y'all know
don't
what I got?
celebrate Valentine's Day. I do not.
I don't blame you. I hate it.
I don't
So
celebrate the holiday. I do not make him celebrate Valentine's Day.
Well, dang, what religion y'all is?
Religions.
Religion? It has nothing to do with religion.
Valentine's Day. Do you remember the? I don't know if you were old enough for this. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Like
That has nothing to do with it either, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna make it seem like it does. So that has nothing to do with it. Just giving you a heads up right now. That has absolutely nothing to do with it.
His what? Taking his Voltrex.
His soundtracks. Because they say Usher got herpes.
He probably was thinking "Let It Burn" like how many years ago? Like,
I mean, if he got herpes, whatever. I don't care. Everybody got herpes.
I don't got no herpes, miss.
No, you ain't never had a cold sore before?
No.
You're lying. You're lying.
I ain't
Yes,
never
you have.
I got my STD results. Like I don't have no STDs. Okay.
You ain't never had a cold sore before.
No.
Never.
No.
Never ever had a cold sore. Not even once.
Never had a cold sore. See, I can't be talking like how I usually talk on our Zoom meetings because this is YouTube. I don't need them to take down this video. Like
everybody's had a cold sore. That's herpes 1. Everybody's had it.
Where?
Bitch. That makes no sense. It just don't. It just don't. I don't even know what to do with you sometimes. I really just don't understand.
Listen, guys. No.
I cannot. I can't.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
See, this is why black people can't succeed. This is why. That's the very reason. Because of him.
Why? What I gotta do with that?
Because you special.
Listen, I am me. I am just me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Me.
Be yourself, children. Be yourself. Don't always be somebody else.
That's a lie.
Be unique. What?
I've never had a cold sore ever. Never had a cold sore.
See, I'm not the
never ever had a cold sore.
No, he probably has it. He probably don't know what it is.
I don't believe you. I don't. I do not believe any of you. I don't believe everybody's had a cold sore. Every single person has had a cold sore. Everybody.
And where can you get a cold sore from? Just asking.
You can get a cold sore from anywhere.
Listen, I don't know, but
hey Tiff, he probably had got a cold sore from the gay club he went to.
The
Ooh,
gay club I
you
went
ain't
to.
have to put him on blast like that.
Sir. I don't be acting crazy at the gay club. Wait, let me stop. I do act crazy, but I don't go that far. Listen, I get tested regularly. Okay,
Listen, my dog Moss went wild one night.
Okay.
I get tested regularly. I keep my results up to date.
Okay.
And wrap it up. Something. Wrap it.
All right.
That's
Okay,
education.
wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You can sleep with how many people you want to, but always wrap it up. Make sure you know who you're laying with. Trust no one. But cold sore.
I'm not fucking crazy. I know what I'm talking about.
But where did
that on Google?
Now Google be making you catch a heart attack.
It's true. It says, and I quote, cold sores can occur when a person contracts herpes simplex virus, which causes small fluid-like filled blisters around the lips and the mouth. Many people get cold sores repeatedly throughout their lifetime as the virus lies dormant in the body between outbreaks. So boom, pow, and the period business.
I'm looking at these images of cold sores. I ain't never had none of these on my lips.
Are you sure?
Cold sores are not the same. You're not gonna get the same looking cold sore on your lip. Everybody don't always get a goddamn blister on their lip. Some people might get a tiny bump. Others might get a full sore. You don't know.
This lady got.
But Moss be trying to bust the.
I do what, sir?
I'm pretty sure you were trying to bust that zit.
I ain't got no zit, sir. I'm not. There's no zit on my lips.
It probably was.
Quan, no, Quan.
He said, sir.
No, Quan.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Like, no, sir. Like, I don't party that goddamn hard.
I don't believe none of y'all. I believe every single one of y'all that had a cold sore and y'all don't know what it is.
Child, ain't no one had a cold sore. You trying
to
predict me with an STD? I
don't care what you say. You've had one.
I ain't never had a cold sore.
You have.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not, miss.
You ain't never had a cold sore ever.
No, I never had a. I may have broken out on my face and shit, but that was like teenage years. But no.
Cold sore.
No damn cold sore. I wasn't fucking that young. Okay.
You don't have to be having sex to get herpes 1. That is not how it passes. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. This is sad.
So no. Denial.
It's not like an STD. There are over-the-counter medications to get rid of the sore. Goodness. Y'all acting like it's the end of the world if you get a cold sore. That doesn't mean anything. You just have a fucking cold sore. Most people have cold sores. Most people have had cold sores.
What is this? Sorry, I'm like checking messages.
67% of the world has cold sore. They've had it or they have it. It's true.
I to my knowledge, I don't believe I ever had it.
Okay.
I don't remember me ever having that.
Okay.
Like legit. I need this shit to be over because I need to go out and do what I usually did.
I'm over it.
What? What? You got it on one of your lives on Instagram, and I think you deleted it though.
What live?
Remember that time I was at that meat party and I
had to delete it because fucking Instagram said I was promoting porn. It's not funny.
That shit was funny.
What?
It was so. And it was
Literally got striked and they said I was promoting porn and I had to snatch it down before they took down my page.
and it saved in your phone.
All because Marquise wanted to be adventurous and show everybody what he was doing.
I wasn't doing anything. That was the people on stage.
Oh yeah. You was just watching.
Yes.
Nasty bastard. You nasty bastard. Just nasty. I don't believe any of you. I believe everybody has a cold sore or if they had it at some point and you just don't know what it is.
Defending at the chamber. I don't think so.
He's probably
They seem to be alluding to it, but I don't think that he's gonna defend that title at the chamber. He's just recently defended it a couple weeks back. He defended it against Sammy and Apollo, and then he just defended it against Shinsuke this past Friday.
No, I don't think he's defending that title at the chamber. It's not gonna happen.
I think that they're gonna let Lashley defend his and let Big E sit this one out.
If it is, it's probably in the kickoff show.
I doubt if he defends it. I really do. Like, I mean, even though it's possible, like I doubt it.
If he does, it is what it is. He defends it.
Yeah.
He should have been in the chamber. He could have been one of the dudes in the chamber. That would have been better.
Yeah, but he has the title. He has the IC championship.
Yeah, that's another topic I'm not gonna touch because there's a lot of people that should have been in that chamber. That should have been
like who?
I gotta think of a few names.
I think for me, I would have put Kofi Kingston and Ali.
But his jaw
just to combine that storyline, what they're going through.
But Kofi's jaw is broken, so he can't be.
Kofi is gonna be in the chamber.
He is?
Yeah, he earned his spot today.
Well, I retract my statement, so I have not been watching.
Look at God. Retracted a statement.
I am sorry.
Amen.
Hell, Lucifer.
Ew, Bobby Lashley's gross.
Lashley gets me so. Wait, what is that?
It looks like the monkey covering the mouth emoji.
Was he on Raw today?
Yeah, he was there. Come out there in that maroon suit with the pants that was too short.
He can stay in the back.
Looking like a tall, bald leprechaun. Just ridiculous.
He can stay in the back. Lashley can stay his big ass in the back.
And I don't like him.
No, we don't want we don't want milk dud outside.
Milk dud.
we want him in the back. Like, just sit there and be quiet. Don't do anything.
I don't like him.
He says what?
I don't like him.
No, somebody say he's champion.
Quan. Which one of y'all said something?
Is Bobby? Bobby's a champion. Quan.
Yeah.
Well, if he ain't gonna, he don't have to be champion. They could very easily drop that title from him.
I don't get why they made him champion. He don't do anything. He boring as shit too. Bro has no charisma, nothing. Doesn't have a person.
I agree.
Doesn't have a personality or anything. It's like watching paint dry. Like, no, bro.
You have to be super, super angry and ruthless for him to get anywhere, and that's pretty much what he did. So
basically.
Good for him, I guess.
I guess so. Bobby can stay where he's at, but he can go to the back and stay there too.
Well, he gotta drop the title first.
He can drop it, lay that shit on the floor, and they can just pick it up.
Oh God, I swear, this is a hateful motherfucker.
What? I don't want to see Bobby on my TV screen. He is the least person I do not want to see. Like, no.
Hi, Cedric. Hello. Don't give him too much. Lashley, Shelton, Kofi, and Ali, line them up. If you're gonna put Lashley in there, I'm out.
Lashley.
I quit if you gonna put Lashley in there. I don't like Bobby Lashley.
She
No.
talk about in the chamber.
I'd imagine so.
We can keep Lashley out that chamber. No. If we're gonna put him in there, his pod should never open. Leave that make that shit malfunction. Leave his ass in there. He got disqualified because he couldn't get in, couldn't get out. That's the shout. Like no.
That's funny.
Like no. Let him sit in it. Let him sit in that pod and think about what he did. Like no.
Which is nothing. I mean,
Yeah. Like folk like no. Maybe he can build a personality while he's trapped inside. Like no.
she's talking about her chambers. She said line them up for her. Oh girl, you can have all of them. You ain't gonna have no fight from me.
You can have the milk dud carton Lashley, the one that you used to see at the
I'm
movie.
excited to see Bianca and Sasha main event night 1 and Edge and Roman main event night 2.
Wait, they're doing that same thing they did last time.
Yes, they are, but he don't know which way they're gonna do it. He just assuming that Bianca and Sasha go main event night 1 and Edge and Roman go main event night 2. Edge could very well pick Drew McIntyre.
I think he's gonna pick
But
Roman.
one of them are gonna have to turn heel.
I think he's gonna pick Roman. I don't think he's gonna pick Drew. Edge has always been a SmackDown guy, so I don't think he's gonna pick Drew.
I said that, but everybody was dead set against me, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Listen, Edge go against Roman and just take the title from Roman. Just do it. Just take it. Just please do it. Please do it.
Oh, your hatred of Roman is showing.
Yeah, girl, it's been showing from the beginning of time. Like,
please.
Yes.
They already said Bianca will main event as well as Edge, and Roman will pick. Edge will pick Roman, and I'm sure they gave Edge and Roman for night 2. You can be sure of a lot of things, but you don't know. All I said was I never said she wasn't going to main event. I didn't say that. I said you're dead set that they're going to have Bianca and Sasha at main event night 1 and Roman and Edge main event night 2. I've always saying this to you because you are so hell-bent on being right that you don't listen. I never said that you were wrong. I said you're dead set on what you're saying. That's what I said. Please listen when I speak so I don't have to keep doing this. Bianca and Sasha gonna bump. They two alpha females. They can coexist.
What?
Awful.
They can't coexist, she said. Oh, I know what she means. I'm cool with that. Yes, I am. Yeah, okay. Clearly.
Okay. All right, on that note.
And so he could have let one of them young boys in the Rumble. Edge was in there for like an hour.
And who was the last 3 people he was in that ring with? It was Seth
Randy and Seth Rollins.
Well, if Randy won, Randy would have won it 3 times.
I thought Braun.
He would have joined Stone Cold, win the Rumble 3 times.
Somebody else eliminated Braun Strowman. I can't remember who did.
That would have been Seth's second win if he would have won. So it wasn't looking too good either way. Who? Wait, why you put huh?
I don't know. Either they were saying huh to one of the comments or huh to me. What I said was very clear, so I don't understand who they're talking to. Got 15 more minutes and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I gotta get myself situated to go to work in a couple of hours.
I'm surprised you ain't passed out.
I was passed out when I got home today. I passed out.
See, no damn sense.
What? I'll be tired. Okay, I'll be exhausted after.
Why you be tired though?
Because I work.
How often?
Let's see. Let me lay out my schedule.
He's lay out his
I
schedule.
work my regular shift 7 to 15:30, and then I had
We was talking about the Bianca and Sasha comment.
Don't worry
from
about
7 to
it.
15:30, and then I ended up having overtime, so I ended up working all the way to 12:50.
Oh my god.
So I have overtime.
Keep that rolling to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
I mean, not twice. I got the shot. I got the 2 shots, so I'm good.
So shit. See, still in that coffin.
I'm choking on spit.
Ugh. Juicy. That's nasty. So juicy mouthed. That's
Say
disgusting.
Sasha and Bianca.
I'm just dealing with you. Just no.
What? I was saying Sasha and Bianca are both leaders and they're gonna bump heads because they can't boss each other around. I understood exactly what you meant.
Okay.
I was aware of that. She said they were alpha females. When she said that, I understood what she meant.
As long as they don't make them to no tag team after this, like just don't.
I don't mind a tag
People were
team.
saying that on Instagram.
No more tag. We don't need them as a tag team.
Why not? Sasha was already in a tag team. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Hell.
Because every
Ain't
tag.
got nobody on the roster now.
I mean, yeah. Find some tag teams on the indies. Sign them. Sign them. Like, not everybody needs to be in a tag team. But I'll see. I'm not gonna be that invested in WrestleMania. So look, I watch certain.
And the Riot Squad still haven't won the tag champs, but
Yeah.
They're not gonna get a tag team shot because they had one and Billy cost them that shot.
Well,
They ain't gonna get him another shot. I think they're gonna break the Riot Squad up again.
They did compete for those titles the first time they was brought into picture, but they didn't win that match.
Mm-hmm. Even if they do bring someone from the Indies, they're gonna break them up.
True, you're right about that. They will break them up. They'll do that same tired ass storyline they be doing for everybody. My friend betrayed me. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, y'all so goddamn hateful. Jesus.
What? That shit
Christ.
is so played out. I'm tired of seeing people and their friends
You
getting.
don't see shit. Your ass be watching. You be
it's
watching
how
the
they book
inside of
it.
your eyelids. You don't even watch the damn stuff.
Yes, I'll be listening to it like it's radio.
So how the hell you know what's going on or what they could possibly even be doing?
YouTube helps me with that.
You only see clips.
Yeah,
that
they
don't
just
give you the
making
full
those, yeah.
context of
It's
what
not really-
happened.
Yeah, but it's always, oh, my friend betrayed me, blah blah blah.
It's how
That's
they
real
book
life
it.
scenarios. Friends betray you all the time.
But
Especially when it's to get ahead.
Every single time.
So what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do?
Find
Go
some-
outside and then one of them get hit by a truck and
Find-
then they come back to life? How are they supposed to do it?
Find some other storylines. Like choose
Like
some-
what? Like what are they supposed to do?
It doesn't always have to be, oh, my friend betrayed me. She wanted to get ahead, like Mr. McMahon or whoever. Like, just don't. Like, we don't need to see this shit play out for every single person. Like, no.
That's how it gets entertaining.
It is so
Right?
boring.
I mean, I'm trying to understand exactly what is another way you would do it. Because you keep saying you don't want to see that, but you don't have no alternative.
I wouldn't even go towards that anymore. Like, I just don't want to see that same story.
You just gonna make them just cut a promo and be like, "We're done."
Yeah, pretty much.
I would just split them up during the draft. Just do it like that. Just split them up during the draft. Like, do that.
Do they got split up during the draft? Oh, that's anticlimactic as fuck.
Just split them the fuck up. Split them the fuck up. We done. Split them up. I don't want to see fucking the same thing pop up. Like, oh, we used to travel together. We slept together. We ate together. We did together. I don't.
Artiste be sucking the life out of it. Jesus, Mary, and just I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. Y'all sit up and listen to Marquise rant and rave. I'm going to bed. Y'all go to bed. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night.